Hi friends, you're welcome to this very powerful tutorial of today. And in this very particular tutorial, I will show you guys how to use your 3D text effect mockup, okay, on Photoshop, right? So this very tutorial is actually on request. I receive a lot of complaints and challenges on how to use the 3D downloaded mockups, okay, files. So without much further ado, guys, let's head over to our folder. So right before us, we have five different kind of what 3D text effect that I've downloaded it and saved it for this very particular tutorial. So we have the honey, the hyper, we have the kings 3D text effect. We also have the Vikings and then a white gold. Okay, so trusting time to allow us to go through the whole of those stuffs one after the other. So right before us, let's open the first one. So we have the preview image, which is this, and we also have the Photoshop document as well. So now I will take us through on how to change this very particular written note, which is tag honey here. So and we'll see how we can do a lot of manipulation around this whole stuff and then customize it to our own usage. Okay, so without much further ado, now let me open this very particular Photoshop document. Yes guys, so right before us, this is the document to which we'll be using it do a lot of whole stuff. Okay, now the first thing first I would like us to know is that here above is the word the file name, all right, and then the active layer is the one that we are to use and what change whatsoever that is written here. Okay, now before we go further, while we open this very particular document, you notice that it comes what fully packaged with a lot of whole stuffs like the background folder, the shadow, the button 3D, and the how we have the main text effect, we have the adjustment, we have additional text and a lot of stuff. Okay, now via this very particular thing, you can go through it and then what change a lot of whole stuffs. Okay, now before we do anything much more bigger right here, I would like us to locate this very particular text layer. Okay, I would like us to locate this very written note that says editable PSD text effect. Okay, so how do we go about doing that? You can see that we have a folder called what additional text right here. So you can go ahead and open it and then what locate which one exactly you wanted to take effect on it, or rather if this is something big or like a problem to you, you can come here and then hit on this PSD text effect. All right, after when you hit on it, you should be able to locate the folder. Okay, and then you should be able to locate the layer inside of it, inside of it on folder. Yes, so without much further ado, I really don't want to have this whole stuff here, so I would like to hide this very particular one, which is the first thing we have to go about doing that. Now if you have a text 3D text mockup file and then maybe you want to change it to your own personal usage or what have you, guys, the first thing is you come and head over to this very particular file. Now in other different kind of a PSD that we have, it might not necessarily carry a color, or it might not necessarily have this tag name which is called place your text here. No, it's not really necessary, but most often you find out that other these to write place text here, other these to write edit mock up text or something like that, right? So it's not really necessary like you will see something like a directory asking you to to edit the whole stuff. So now this is a smart object, and how do we go about changing the whole stuff? We head over and then we'll double click inside of this very particular icon. So when you double click on it, it will open a new Photoshop document for you. All right, it will open a complete new Photoshop document for you, and then it will also have another layer attached to that. All right guys, right from here, another most important thing I would like you to note right from here is this very particular stuffs, which is the arrow icon. All right, now this thing is trying to communicate to you that part of your font library you do not have for this very particular font. And how do you know the name of the font? If you head over to your character panel, you find out that the written font here is called Quintal Script. Okay, so I don't have this Quintal Script on my word on my system. All right, so how do we go about doing that? Now let's cancel this whole stuff. Now let's assume, or like let's try and attempt editing this whole stuff. Now we'll have what, a prompt that is asking us or telling us that this font are missing in this text layer. So Quintal Script personal use only regular. Okay, and we can't not do anything to this very particular one with this very particular font, except if we change it to a font that exists in our in our library. So I'll go ahead and then hit on what, replace. Okay, and immediately after that you find out that the whole font will change, and then this whole error message that is here, it will go. So now let me address this very particular one at the middle here. The next thing I would like to do is, let me head over back to my word character panel and then choose a particular font to what I really want it to look like. Okay, now for the sake of this very particular tutorial, I would like to use two of it. I would like to use this zeroed font. Yeah, this is the first one. And guys, mind you, before we go further, now we find out that this font filled up my canvas, and then it exceeds somewhat the size of the canvas. So I have to either resize it down. Let me scale it down a little bit to size my entire content. All right, something like this. I think I am much better, and I really like what I am seeing. So this is a smart object, quite all right. And if for any reason you are able to save it wheresoever you position this whole stuff, that's how the whole thing will be updated. Now for instance, I I allow it, or I leave it in this very particular position. Now the next thing I would like to do right from here is to save this very particular document. It will automatically update itself. So how do I save? Is either I head over to Control S on my keyboard, or I will head over to File and then locate save and then save it. Right. So while we saved, it will allow us, or it will give us a prompt message asking us that the whole stuff is updating. So you can see that it has already updated itself. Now let's go back to our main file and then see the magic. Okay guys, you can see we're able to have our entire whole stuff being updated. So that's the first step to how to go about doing this whole stuff. Okay, now guys, in case maybe you may face challenges in one way or the other, not that guys, you have to come back to this very particular one and then adjust it to a particular precise size. Make sure that the whole stuff fit the canvas. Okay, make sure that everything that is here fit the size of your canvas. So this is what I'm saying in a nutshell. Now let me drag and then place this one somewhere here, and then let me press on Ctrl S on my keyboard and save it. So let's wait while this whole stuff update itself. Now let's go back to our file, and you can see guys, this is what I literally mean. So whatever that you're doing here, make sure that you place it at the middle. Okay, now for the final edit, I would like to change this whole font to something beauty. Yeah, I would like to go with this very particular one. Yeah, beauty. Yeah, it's a little bit small, but let me change the whole stuff to girl. Yes, I think I like what I'm seeing. So let me increase it as well. Let me increase it to something like this as well. Yeah. So I think I like what I'm seeing right from here. I think it's very okay. I was able to place it at the center. Everything has been justified at the center. All right. Now let me a little bit bring it. Let me condense it just a little bit, not really too much. Yeah. So now let me save the whole stuff. Okay. While we wait it update itself. Okay. Yeah. And that's all about that. Let's go back, and then boom guys, we're able to have something beautiful right here. Yes guys, you can see it. We're able to have something beautiful right here. So the next thing I would like to do is, I don't really need this very particular one. Let me just close it. Okay, and then it will go. Now that's the first part of this very particular tutorial. Another thing is how can I have this very particular one into my word, into my project or something. Now let's say for instance I have another new document, Photoshop. Let me quickly create another new document and let me call this one instance, right? And let me hit on create, not just to waste any much time. Now you can see that we have what a white canvas, right? So now for me to carry this whole stuff and then bring it here, I have to do some little few things actually. So part of which is I have to take away the background if really I don't need the background. Okay, now I can come back to my document here. Now locate the background. Now for this very particular one I can literally come and uh take away the visibility of this very background, and you find out that you're left with nothing but like the 3D text, okay, without background. So that's one thing here. But quickly here with us we still have some shadow, okay, attached to this whole stuff, and I don't really want shadow, because if really I want shadow in my part of document I should be able to apply it by myself. So right from here I have to open this very particular document and scroll down. You can see that we have a lot of shadow effect, okay, on the whole of these stuffs. Now you can see that it's gone, okay. Now let me zoom it a little bit so that you can see what we are doing, the magic we are trying to create. Before it was like this, okay. You can see that we have shadowed, okay, right here. So I don't really want any shadow part of my image, okay, or part of the whole stuff I'm about to do. I can equally hide the shadow right from here, okay. While I open this very particular folder is for me to see what is exactly what really happened here, okay. So I now notice that there is nothing much more, so that let me not end up hiding or something that needed to be part of my 3D effect. Now let me close it back. So I was able to take off the shadow that is here. I think I'm very detailed with this very particular video for your understanding. Now let's continue. The next thing is the 3D effect, which is the button 3D effect. Now you find out that this is a 3D, and then it has a heavier effect behind it, okay. Now if for any reason you don't like the thickness of this 3D, you can go ahead and reduce it right from here. Yes, so if I hide something from here, now let's continue. Yeah, you can see that, guys, we're able to hide a lot of stuff right from here. You can see that the 3D is really reducing. It's really reducing. Now let me Control Z on my keyboard, right, and Control Z again. Okay, guys, you can see the differences. Okay, we have the time that we reduce it, and then as of when we add our 3D. So that's how you can go about and edit the whole stuff, okay. So I don't really want to change anything from here. I'm just doing this for the purpose of this very particular tutorial. Yes, and that's all about that. Now the next thing is I would like to open this very particular folder called adjustment, and you find out that we have a noise, okay. Now look at it, guys, we have a little darker noise that is attached to this whole stuff, okay. I don't really want this noise, okay. Let me take it off. I don't want the noise actually. You can hide it as well. The exposure, you can also take it as well, and then the curve, right, you can also take it as well. So I really like the curves, and I will leave the curve because this is just some effect, okay, some construct effect, okay, part of my work, part of the whole stuff. So now let me hide and collapse this very particular. Let me collapse this very particular folder. So that's all about that. I think the main text, I don't need to do anything on this except if maybe you really wanted to do something mighty with the whole stuff. Now let me zoom it a little bit, and then you can see the effect that was used to make up of this whole stuff. Okay, now the color itself, look at it. If I hide the color, you find out that we have something black actually coming from the first layer, okay. And let me bring back my color. I don't really want to touch that. And even the satin, you can see some little oily paints, okay, on the whole of the font. Now let's say for instance I don't really want that. I can hide this satin, and then this whole stuff will literally go, okay. And look at the inner shadow, the inner glow, all right, and then the bevel, guys. You can see that a lot of things is no longer there. Yeah, let me zoom it back a little bit. You can see we're able to have for some plain text. Okay, a lot of this whole stuff is not there. So now let me bring the whole stuff back. Yeah, and let's wait for it. Boom, guys, you see we have the clear differences of what we are doing. Okay, so that's all about this, and that's how we can go about and watch change the whole stuff. So this one literally part of this very particular main text effect is literally the first layer. Actually is the first overlaid layer. Now you can see that when I hide it, we're able to have only the 3D without any effect on it. Okay, if I unhide it, we should be able to have for the whole stuffs right here. So that's all about this, and that's all about how to go about and what edit the whole stuff. Now the last step, now you can notice that we don't have any other thing at the background here. Yes, you can see that nothing is being selected. Okay, nothing is being selected because it is whole world empty. Now I would like to make this one a picture. Yes, like a picture, a png picture, transparent picture, for me to what have it part of what this very particular new document. Okay, so that's one thing here. You can do a lot of mighty things, okay, with the whole stuff that is here. All right, guys, let me come back and then press on Control Shift and then Alter on your what on your keyboard. Then if you press this whole stuff, Control plus Shift plus Alter then plus E, then you should be able to what have a picture of the whole of the stuff that is here. It will automatically have what a picture, a generated picture, right? You can see it, guys. I can even move it right now. Look at the layer. Okay, it will create a new layer, layer 1. I can also equally call it my new text effect. Let's just call it new text effect, right? Yeah, so right from here I can what drag and then do a lot of whole stuff with this. So let me drag and then place it in here and then place it here, just place it somewhere here. Now you can see, guys, that I can do a lot of whole stuff here, and I can have my design, do a lot of things, okay, right from here, and of which I can also what come here and then add a lot of what option. And let me add the shadow that is missing. Okay, you can do a lot of things quite all right just from here. So that's how we can go about to what edit the whole stuff. Okay, I hope you guys are following and you are learning something powerful today. So that's the first exercise we do have for you guys. For the sake of perfect tutorial, I would like to head over and open a new file again. Let's see the other examples and let's see how we can go about and change the whole 3D text effect. So guys, the next one actually is this very particular one, which is the hyperactive active, okay, smart object. Right, so now let's go ahead and open this very particular folder. So quickly with me, without much further ado, I think I'll just go ahead and hide this very particular word. Not really this one. I mean the title. Okay, this whole title, I don't really like it. Yeah, I don't really like it. I want something plain for now, and I will not waste much time here. Went ahead and oh sorry, I'll not waste much time here. I'll go ahead and double click here, part of my smart object, and change the whole stuff that is here. Now let me head over to this very particular guy and then give it yeah, I think I like this very particular font. Yes, yeah, so let me try and change this one to bold. I need bold. Yeah, I think let me change the whole stuff to the whole font to Monstera. I think Monstera bold. I think it's okay. This very particular one is okay. Let me increase the boldness again. Yes, let me also bring this one down to 0. I think let me bring it -25. A little bit so close. So let's set oh no, let's say something like and Yeah, let's just kind judges. I think it's okay. Something like this is well okay. So now let me position it at the center and then Control S to self. All right. So now let's go back to our main document. Let's wait for the smart object to update itself. And let's go back to our main document. All right. Yeah, you can see that we have the whole stuffs here. Okay, guys, that's how we go about editing the whole of the whole stuffs. Okay. So just as I said, and now let me hide the whole background, and I also don't want the shadow. Yes, I really don't want the shadow itself. Now let me locate this very particular one and what hide the shadow. Now observe something, guys. Observe something, guys. Let's go back a little bit. uh the whole of this folder actually is for the shadow. Yes, and if I hide everything, you find out that there is no shadow in the background or something. Okay, so I can hide the whole stuff right from here, or rather I can what leave each and every other effect that is here. Okay, and come here, then sorry, let me bring it back. Sorry, now let me come here, and then what is either I hide this very particular one and then right click on this very one, then copy my layer style and what drag right from here, and then hit on what shift on my computer. Okay, and you find out that I copied each and every layer that has to do with this very particular word shadow. Now let me right click again and what paste my layer style. Now you find out that everything here would go. So why and how is because I don't really want to hide the entire whole source, but I want to maintain what this other effect that like the bevel and then gradient. Okay, so doing all like going ahead and hide this whole stuff, it will make a tedious work for me. That's how I can do it the other way. Okay, now let me have just a picture image, okay, of this very particular one by hitting or pressing on Ctrl plus Shift plus Alt and then E on my keyboard. Okay, and boom, guys, you will find out that a new layer actually will be created on top of what this FX shadow. Yes, a new layer will be created. Look at it, guys, here. So now let me drag it up all the way up right from here. Now another thing I would like you to know is that you can never have a picture image, okay, inside of your Photoshop document if the layer selected or if the layer active is what is hidden. Now let's say for instance I was able to hide the whole stuff that is here. Okay, let's also hide this very thing that is here. Okay, now let's say for instance I want to make a picture of this very particular one, and then while the active layer is what is already hidden, okay, or is I already hide what the whole this thing. Even if I press on or Control Shift and Alt and then E, nothing will happen and nothing will change because the active layer is what is already hidden. Okay, so you cannot do anything to that. So you have to what make sure that let's say you hit on something here and then like something visible, actually a visible layer, and then hit on Control Shift and Alt, then press what E to what to have a picture, all right, of the whole stuff that you're doing. Yeah, let's wait for it. Wait for it. A new layer will be created on top of our word color correction. Yeah, you can see, guys, yes, you can see that we have another word, a new layer. Look at it here, and I can even what move it around. So let me delete this one. It's just for the purpose of the tutorial. I don't really need it. Now let me bring back the text effect, which is FX text. Okay, now coming back to this very particular layer that we've created earlier on, let me bring it back as well, and then you find out that we have it already here draggable. Okay, so now we can also drag it and then place it inside this very particular folder, place it just somewhere here. Okay, so that's how we can go about what have some different kind of what effect, okay, in our Photoshop. So that's all about this. Okay, now thank you very much. Let's head over to the next one. So the next one, guys, is called a King's 3D text effect. Okay, this is the very one that we have to go about and then edit it. Yeah, I'm doing this actually is for us to see the different kind of Photoshop templates, text effect we do have, and then how we can go about and edit them. So now let's quickly edit this one without wasting much time. Yeah, let's wait for it while it opened. Let's wait for it. A bit is loading actually. So guys, you can see we're able to have something powerful right here. Yes, it's written Kings, right? we're able to have something really powerful. So how can we go about and edit this very particular one? Let's not waste much time here. So this is what image not include here. I don't really want this. Okay, now hide here and then hide this very particular whole folder. I don't really want this very particular one. It will go. Let's wait for it. It's a little bit heavy, right? It's a little bit heavy. Now it's gone. Now let's open this very particular one and place either logo, all right, or text. Yes, you can also place logo and what have a look-alike something like this. Okay, now quickly here with me. You know, this font is actually chisel decorative, and I don't really have this as well, a part of my library. So but I would like to select another very particular one for the sake of this tutorial. Okay, um yeah, so I'll go with this very particular one, Med Bruno. Yeah, this is very particular one. I really like the whole stuff. Now let me control S to save the whole thing and then wait for it while it's what it update itself. Right, let's wait for it while the whole smart object update itself. So let's go back to the main text effect. That's the template itself. Yeah. Yes, guys, you can see that we're able to successfully change the whole stuff into something meaningful. I really like what I'm seeing, but you notice that the size, okay, of the before and now it differ. Why? Because this whole text effect, light effect, is actually coming from the edges. Okay, is somewhere placed here. Yes, somewhere placed here. It's actually draggable. You can as well edit it. Okay, it's somewhere here actually. So for the whole stuff, like, I don't really need to do that. I don't really need to do that. I don't even want the light effect, okay, on the whole stuff. Okay, the shiny part, I don't really want it. So now you can see that it's open here. It's open here. Now let's close this whole folder, okay, and then hide the entire shiny word effect, this whole stuff. Okay, you can see that it's gone, and I also don't want this very particular background. Yeah, I really don't want this background, but with the shadow, the lightening, the what have you, I don't really want it. All I want is just the word, the effect. Maybe I want to use it in part of my design team or something. Okay, I just really want this very particular one. I don't want anything else again. So you can see that both the background, the shadow, they're in what, they're in one place, and I was able to hide everything. Look at the shadow and lightening, the background, everything is here. Look at this, the background, this is the shadow and light, everything is here. I don't really need anything to do anything big actually. I just hide everything that is from what, this particular folder. It's a little bit heavy because we open a lot of whole PSD document file actually. So now without much further ado, remember guys, just as I tell you, your layer has to be visible before you make any image, okay, right inside of your document. So let me hit on Ctrl Shift and Alt plus E to have what, to have my picture image, and then drag it and then use it as a PNG document for my usage. Yes guys, yeah. It's a bit heavy. It's loading. Yeah, so I think we're done. We're able to have what, a new layer which is here, and that's the layer we've created just now. So we can equally what, drag this very particular one into what, a new document file as well. So it's a little bit still heavy. Still heavy. Let's allow it to, yeah. I think we are good to go. it's a bit heavy. I'm waiting for my cursor to change into white, then it will allow me to drag it so easily. Yeah, so now let's drag it. Actually, it's a bit heavy, I don't know why. It's a bit heavy. Now let's drag and place it in here. Yes, the file is a bit bigger. Yeah, so you can see we're able to have what different kind of word text effect inside of what inside of Photoshop. Yeah, that's how we go about doing that. Let me take away this the whole stuff that is here. Don't really need anything big there, and place this one right here, and let's drag and then place this very guy right here. So I think that's all about this, which is fine. Yeah, yes guys, so that's all for now. And so the last one guys is called the white go, and you can see the preview image right from here. And I would really like to give you out this very particular one as an assignment. You can go ahead and then do something powerful with it. So immediately after this video, if you are watching from YouTube, or if you are watching from maybe at the course of this very particular program, I will share in this very particular file document with you guys to go and exercise and have a powerful result at the end of the day. And let's say if for instance you are watching from YouTube or something, it's also okay guys, you can locate the whole document, okay, part of the video description. It will be available unto you guys. Don't forget, if you know we've given you 100% value, to subscribe to our channel, like, and then have what make a bigger engagement on the channel. All right, so doing so, it will really help us, and then it will allow us to go a long way. So thank you very much. See you in other coming tutorials. Bye.